Good afternoon, Los Banians. I'm actually reaching out in regards to a community listening session that I attended on August 25th at the Community Civic Center. It was in regards to the general plan update amendment that the city staff is proposing at the guidance of the city council. It's actually a really important meeting for the community in regards to the general plan update. For those who are watching, the general plan is essentially our master guiding document in terms of how the city is going to build out, generally speaking. In there, it talks about our city limits, spheres of influence, spheres of interest. So in simple words is we got our city limit and then an area that we're looking out in terms of build out in future years outside the city limit, and then another area, generally speaking, for future build out. And the general plan update was recently approved, well, not so recently, in 2022. And then apparently for unknown reasons, the city decided to hold this meeting in regards to primarily remove any language relating to the bypass that is supposed to go through Henry Miller. So in attending this, there was a consultant there representing the city and city planning staff. A lot of good information. A couple of downsides. Number one is that trying to find this information on the city website was almost nearly impossible. And I'm pretty tech savvy. As it turns out, there is a website specifically dedicated for the general plan. It's something2042.org. So it's a different website, and it's somewhere linked within the city's website, losbanos.org. So after looking at that, all there was listed on that website was a notification of this listening tour. Going to this meeting, it was clear that the city council wants to remove the bypass proposal. This proposal has been in the making for probably the last 35, 40 years. Landowners have been engaged with. There's already been discussions there, and they want to remove this. And speaking with staff, they shared that there isn't any other proposal that they are aware of at this time. They just wanted to have this meeting to hear from the community. And the alternative to a bypass is the work that's taking place along the Pioneer Road. And unless this road is going to be 55 miles plus and no cross intersections, so essentially a miniature highway or arterial, we're going to have the same problem on that side of town in the next 10 or 15 years. And the city's rationale for removing the original bypass off the general plan is that it's not feasible. And it's not clear what that means. We know it's a dollar amount. I think in some of my research, it was like $30 million to fulfill this bypass. And my question to the city council, past, present, city staff is, well, what type of recruitment, what type of lobbying have we done to our elected officials to try to see if they could fund this, a portion of it in collaboration with our county? Because at the end of the day, Los Banos, Pacheco Pass is a vital highway. There are not too many highways that take us from the Bay Area, coastal area, into the Central Valley. I could already think of some arguments for the bypass. I think the Truckers Association would likely get in support of this. I mean, trucks don't want to be stuck in traffic. There's liability reasons, there's gas costs, so they would probably be in support of it. Chamber of Commerce, I would imagine, would be in support of it. The goods and services need to move quickly. I think that's a strong argument there. And then just for the mere sake of, in case of a state of emergency and folks need to move quickly from the coastal area through the Central Valley, it's a bottleneck to get through Los Banos. And then speaking as a resident of Los Banos, it's bad enough in itself I live in downtown area. It takes me about maybe 15, 20, no, I would say about 20 minutes to get from my home to the Home Depot. And it's even worse getting back from Home Depot to downtown Los Banos. And I think it's really short-sighted of the city council to get rid of something that's already been vetted out with landowners, county officials, all the stakeholders, and probably even various state agencies with no foreseeable plan to replace it with something else. And even if they were to replace it with something else, they still have to go through all of the vetting process. So that means we have to speak to new landowners. We have to speak to state agencies. We got to speak to the board, county board of supervisors, county staff. So we're going to be in the same predicament if we were to designate a new bypass. In my opinion, it's better to keep what we have on the books, work with our county officials, state officials, federal officials, and come up with some good talking points as to why. Los Banos is the second largest city in Merced County. And it's not clear to me how we're not leveraging our buying power, if you will, our size for the betterment of our community. And for this city council to say we want to remove the bypass, any reference to it, doesn't make sense as a resident. It doesn't make sense as someone who was a long hauler commuter. I commuted from Watsonville to Los Banos, and it was bad then. It took me, sometimes an hour and a half, 2 hours to get home. Now it's going to take you, if you're commuting from the Bay Area, 2.5 hours to get from where your job is at least the entrance of Los Banos. And if traffic continues on course, it's going to take you another 30 minutes to get from Los Banos to your home on the other side of town. And I think we need to be more involved, more aware. I think the city council, city staff need to explain the rationale behind this. I'm a firm believer if you're able to argue a strong case as to why something should happen in terms of policy, in terms of your vision, and you're able to argue a sound case, people will be for it. But if you can't come up with a strong argument, and the only rationale you have is that it's not feasible, then I don't think there's a strong case there for this item to move forward until they actually have a viable path forward in dealing with the ongoing worsening traffic conditions in Los Banos. So anyhow, I look forward to hearing back from you. Please post comments, share this, be engaged with the community, because Los Banos has a lot to offer. I believe in it. We have folks from all parts of the state here with lots of ideas, and we need to tap into that now. What worked in the past will not work for the Los Banos of tomorrow. So with that said, thank you. And I will be posting more videos on different opinions that I have. This is my first one. Thanks.